Course name Engineering Geology and code 18CV36, Module 3 Structural Geology and Rock Mechanics, Session 6. Coastlines and their engineering considerations. A coastline or a seashore is the area where land meets the sea or ocean, or a line that forms the boundary between the land and the ocean or a lake is called coastal line. A term coastal zone is a region where interaction of the sea and land processes occurs. For example, New Zealand's west coast or east and west coasts of the United States. These are formation of coastlines. So tides often determine the range over which sediment is deposited or eroded. High tidal ranges permit waves to reach further up the shore. Lower tidal ranges produce deposition at a smaller elevation interval. The tidal range is influenced by the size and shape of the coastal line. Waves erode coastal line, and larger the wave releases the energy, and the more sediment it moves near to the land. Sediment deposited by waves comes from eroded cliff faces and is moved along the coastal line by the waves. Sediment deposited by rivers is influence on the amount of sediment located on the coastal line. So coastal inlands and coast dunes, coastal line, shore line is the terms of coastal lines. The most important terms of the coastal lines are the following: coastal area, the land and sea areas bordering the shoreline. Coast, the strip of land that extends from the coastal line inland to the first major change in terrain features. Coastal line, the line that forms the boundary between the coast and the shore, the foot of the cliff. Shore or beach, the zone of consolidated material that extends from the low water line to the line of permanent vegetation. Shoreline, the interaction between the mean high water line and the shore. Shore face, the active littoral zone of the low water line. Closure depth, the depth beyond which no significant longshore and cross-shore transports take place. So offshore zone, the offshore zone is defined as the zone of the near shore zone. Engineering consideration of coastal lines. So number one, work with nature, for instance by re-establishing the coastal profile by nourishment and by utilizing site-specific features, for instance by strengthening of semi-hard promontories. So second, manipulate coastal drift rate and gradient by use of a minimum of structures, protections measures if valuable buildings infrastructures are threatened. Enhance visual appearance such as by minimizing the use of structures, thereby providing long uninterrupted sections of beach. So minimize maintenance requirements to a travel which is possible to manage by the concerned owners. So secure good local water quality and minimize risk of trapping debris and seaweed. So secure safety for swimmers by avoid structures generating dangerous reef currents. Be realistic and pragmatic, keeping in mind that the natural untouched coastal line is in highly developed areas. Create small attractive locations at otherwise strongly protected stretches if this is the only realistic possibilities.